the politics of minorities existing. Just so we're clear.
I mean, are you kidding me?
No. So there's a guy on the internet. He's been pretty big for a while, but he's kind of fallen off some, and we're going to listen to him talk about, well, Pokemon going woke. I mean, the title of the video is Pokemon vows to eradicate toxic gamers, hires 250,000 a year woke DEI maniac. Pokemon TCG gets woke. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to be taking morality notes from a guy who pisses in his basement and shits in Walmart, and I will be establishing that later. Without further ado, now you may talk, Jeremy.
Pokemon apparently going woke,
Again.
offering a $200,000 a year salary to inject somebody to inject wokeness into a beloved IP. By the way, this is not new. This is something that's been going on with beloved Japanese IPs for quite some time. We've seen, Final Fantasy, a beloved franchise, turn to wokeness. We've turned so many things.
Final Fantasy 14 is like one of the biggest MMOs. What? Okay.
Up to $267,000 a year they're going to be paying somebody to help destroy their brand. And by the way, this has been going on for quite some time. This new, since everyone's looking
he's got
now,
the same sources as me. Pokemon Company is going to pay someone 250. That's not 250,000, 200,000 yearly to push them into wokeness. Another Japanese IP ignoring their original audience in favor of, quote, modern audience. So what? Job title, Director, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Social Responsibility. How horrible. Okay, so it looks like the full range is 178,000 to 267,000. Things to expect. An employee first culture. I don't believe that in any job, just to be fair. He has Kirby behind him. A non-binary character in Japan. He himself has gone woke. I actually didn't know Kirby was non-binary based.
Which is great. Keep that up. By the way, if you enjoy my coverage, make sure you leave a like on the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow wherever you're watching.
And if you don't like the content, don't bother disliking. You can go down to the 3 dots here and no, wait, that wasn't it. Where the hell was it? There was somewhere where you can just say not interested and not actually see it. But if you, as far as I'm aware, if you give a dislike, you're giving an engagement. If you leave a hate comment, you're giving engagement to a video. I'm going off of feels here, but some of my biggest videos are my most disliked and most pushed out. So it pissing off right-wingers. It gets the clicks, it seems. Also, Pokemon has catered to the Western audience since the 90s. 100%. Yep, there was a lot of localization, I think, which was not great. Mostly because why the fuck would you call those jelly donuts? Yeah, literally, jelly donuts. Those delicious hamburgers, that's clearly what they actually were. Anyways, what does this guy got to say?
I'm so close to 200,000 on Rumble. I hope if you're watching there that you're subscribed or that you will subscribe. And we're going to get into this job listing right after a super quick word from this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private.
Fuck you. Oh my god, okay.
$1 yearly to push them into wokeness. Another Japanese IP ignoring the original audience in favor of the, quote, modern audience. So
The fuck do you think localization means?
here's the Pokemon Company looking for a director of diversity, equity, and inclusion and social responsibility. The Pokemon Company International, the subsidiary of the Pokemon Company in Japan, manages a property outside of Asia and is responsible for brand management, licensing, marketing, Pokemon trading card game, the animated TV series, home entertainment, the official Pokemon website, and more.
I will say, as much as I dislike him, I do appreciate that he's actually reading out the stuff so I don't have to read it out. We'll see if he actually skips stuff and see if that's important.
So this is, of course, they're not doing this in Japan. They're doing it everywhere else. Isn't that curious?
Huh. It's almost like they wanted to do well overseas. They know it lands with the Japanese audience, so when they want to localize it for other places, you make it appeal to that audience. Oh my god. Genius.
Isn't that curious? They're not pushing this crap in Asia.
Are you just asking questions?
But I digress. Job title: Director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Social Media, Social Responsibility. The Director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Social Responsibility facilitates and promotes the Pokemon Company International's global culture of innovation, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and belonging. The role will partner.
The way he says diversity, you can tell he's literally just mad that they're trying to include minority representation in some aspects. Oh my god, thank god Pokemon has never shown a character, a person of color. Thank god it's always been just white presenting Japanese people like it was intended to the Japanese audience. Oh man, like the designs of Pokemon were meant to actually explicitly not entirely evoke the thoughts of Japan. They wanted to ship it out overseas in the initial conception. Like there's a lot of people that care way more about Pokemon than I do, and they have video essays. I highly recommend checking them out. I don't have one off the top of my head, but I guarantee you look into it. Yes, different countries and cultures value and allow different things. What is he saying? This is like a gotcha? Because to him, it is a gotcha.
With the DEISR team and build diversity, equity, inclusion, and social responsibility. That's what DEISR means. To influence employee engagement, talent acquisition, talent management, charitable community engagement, and marketplace opportunities across our global team to engage, retain talent, and foster relationships in local and global communities. The role will ensure that the core elements of the Pokemon Company's culture are well defined and ever present to employees. An employee first culture, cash based incentives, a salary, the full range of salaries $178,000 to $267,000 a year. That's what they're going to pay somebody to destroy their company.
Destroy their company by trying to market to as broad an audience as possible. Oh my god, thank god Pokemon never tried to appeal to as broad an audience as possible. Otherwise, it would never have become a global phenomenon twice. Because A, it became a global phenomenon when it first came out, and it resurfaced in the mainstream again with, thank you Niantic, Pokemon Go. Y'all remember when that came out and like everybody was playing it or talking about it? But hey, it's bad to appeal to as many people as possible. How terrible. Oh, I recognize who he's getting his info from. This dude. He's an ex Blizzard employee, I believe. That's a shame. Like that dude worked on like StarCraft, Diablo 2, and older World of Warcraft, I think. I wasn't aware that Go boosted things quite that much. Yeah, that's Grums. Yeah, Pokemon Go was fucking massive. I think what was it, 2016-ish, where it launched, and like everybody I knew was playing it, or like talking shit about the people who played it, or like I don't really know anything about this Pokemon Go, but people are talking about it. It was a goddamn hit.
You know, by the way, the company that controls Pokemon Go, which I'm not sure if Pokemon Go is still a popular game or not,
It's still played.
they've got diversity, equity, inclusion departments too. They've tweeted about their support for BLM, against police, all this kind of crap. By the way, also, the story continues. I mean, all of this stuff, I'm so happy that people are out there looking around, because I guess it's been going on for some time. This is just from a few days ago. Lawyer involved with Pokemon Halo series slams anti-woke gamers, says that it was his job to purge them. It was his job to purge anti-woke gamers.
Again, this guy's not saying what actually he means by woke, but I don't know if you guys can get the vibe, but everything he's saying to me is everything I'm hearing is he doesn't want minorities in games at all. He just wants his straight white male protagonist and white people. They're anti-police brutality and systemic oppression. Oh no. I know, right? Like, how could they be for such awesome things?
Amid a larger discussion about DEI's influence in the video game industry, a person who has worked as a lawyer and producer within the industry for years ranted on Wednesday about his job was to purge certain people. Fans of the beloved franchises across genres of entertainment have voiced frustration when they think movie studios and writers have adopted diverse identity politics, or, quote, go woke.
Yeah, like when they go woke, like fucking Baldur's Gate 3, they go woke and they go broke every fucking Game of the Year award. Go Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't even finish it, but I love it.
Some have placed blame on DEI consulting companies like Sweet Baby Inc. Often some companies that often work with movie series or video game in development and help write or influence their stories.
Okay, they here help influence their stories, and what they think is they're forcing their woke agenda onto this stuff to make it conform to standards, when reality it's like, hey, if we made this character, if we designed this character like this, would anybody have any negative response to that? Saying you're anti-DEI equals N-word? Yeah, basically, as far as I'm aware, the people that say that are against the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, they just want to say the N-word. They're mad that they can't. That's honestly the vibe I get from everybody that I've seen that's been very hardcore anti-DEI.
In the video game industry, one consultant agency made headlines for recently being at the center of allegedly pushing this kind of crap. Sweet Baby Inc. describes themselves as an inclusion.
Yeah, they're pushing this crap by being an optional advisor that doesn't actually have any creative control over the fucking project, because that's not how advisors work. But I mean, that's how they have to work in this guy's mindset for this stuff to make sense to him, apparently. People like that were also mad that The Last of Us 2 again. Yeah. Oh no, the Sweet Baby controversy. Yeah, they mad about that one.
Focused narrative and consultation company working toward diversifying and enriching the video games industry. On the video game digital distribution service Steam, over 250,000 gamers followed a list called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. By the way, it's over 300,000. Dan McGowan, the former chief.
Okay, he's just going to brush over that. That list of Sweet Baby Inc. Detected is made explicitly so that it's super easy for them to review bomb anything they perceive as a woke game, because they want to artificially crush anything that they don't like, because that's all the power they have in their entire lives.
Legal officer for Pokemon, as well as a producer of the film The Pokemon Detective Pikachu. In addition to having several, served general counsel and producer for Bungie, the company behind the Halo games, wrote a long, now deleted thread about how his job in the industry was to purge a-holes from gaming.
As much as I appreciate the sentiment of like getting rid of all those toxic players, I don't think we actually really can, but we can make fun of them.
He responded to the consumer backlash against diversity, equity, and inclusion consultancy companies like Sweet Baby Inc., calling anti-woke gamers human garbage.
Based.
Human garbage. Think about that. When you're paying, $6 a pack for Pokemon cards, you're paying for, the Pokemon movies, you're paying for the Pokemon video game. These are the people who employ at the very top. These are the people whom they pay the most money. These are the people.
No, I guarantee you the advisors from third-party companies are not paid the most. The people who get the most money are the shareholders from the big companies. And the big companies get those big returns because their games do well for appealing to the broadest audience. But, I mean, this guy's never going to realize that. Or he's... Actually, no, I don't think he's ever going to realize that. I don't think he's being deliberately obtuse. I think he is showing how intelligent he actually is. Also, Sweet Baby is only one consulting firm. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of them, but the online right just seems to really focus on Sweet Baby Inc. This is next level delusional. We must study him. Yeah. Well, to be fair, last I heard, he records all his segments drunk, and I'm not really going to hold that against him because, like, I get really, really high before my streams, and, well, I feel like I can still make a more cohesive point than he can. Yeah, I'm certain there are others. Oh, 100%. It's just we don't know their names because, Culture War focuses on one. They did go after the Black Girl Gamer Group for like a week. Wait, the Black Girl Gamer Group? I don't think I actually heard about that one. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to what Quarter Pounder's up to, because I prefer Wendy's. I just loosely know of him. I've watched more than enough people dunk on him in other places to know what he's about. So now it's my turn to dunk on him.
Whom they deem the most valuable. McGowan wrote 20 years in games, 17 as an executive, so he's out of touch. I am well situated to say that.
Jeremy, you're not in touch with the average person. Leave your basement, please. That is not a just random dig. He literally streams from his basement.
These people blame one consultancy for everything that they don't like, are again demonstrating that they know nothing about the subject they purport to be discussing. They are sexist and racist.
Yep.
He retweeted a thread from Kotaku senior editor.
Wait. You're not going to argue against that? You're just going to keep going? Okay.
Alyssa Mercanti, who wrote about Sweet Baby Inc. controversy, she appeared to claim that people who followed the Sweet Baby Inc. detective were engaged in a harassment campaign, which they weren't. The only name for it, in fact, is a advocacy campaign, just like they have, right? We want.
What are you advocating? You're like the people who followed the Sweet Baby Inc. detected list were engaging in it to explicitly review bomb and cause financial harm to the things they didn't like, purely because they were quote unquote woke, or at least influenced by the wokeism. So he's gonna not defend that part.
Want anybody who supports the Sweet Baby Undetected or anybody who supports this kind of stuff, we just want people to know where their money's going. I think that's incredibly, fair and balanced. I mean, isn't that what the left does?
I'll definitely show where this guy's fans' money is going. We're going to get to that. That'll be fun. It's completely unrelated to this. I just think it's important knowledge for when listening to this guy about him being some kind of moral arbiter.
Under the social media username, trans kids are not a threat, leave them alone, McGowan argued that they are upset with DEI messaging games are loathed by the industry, stating that it's his job to get rid of them. Quote, and when it occurs to them that the reason nobody made games for them was because nobody wanted those kinds of games, he wrote, nobody wants your money because nobody wants you in the environment.
This is true. This is very, very true. I don't know a lot of people who want to hang out with people who act like fucking quartering here.
Take it from someone most of whose job was figuring out ways to get rid of you. He continued, trust and safety departments exist to get a-holes out of gaming environment. You end up creating them a get rid of a-holes because adult humans don't want to spend their leisure time with a-holes. You're a gamer gator? F off, you GD child.
Did they censor goddamn really? Also, I'm not surprised this dude is downplaying Gamergate, where channels with like hundreds of thousands to millions of subs, I believe, were directly mocking and consistently attacking like a couple hundred sub channels, like very small fish in the grand scheme of things, purely because they didn't like the leftism, the wokeism, before woke was even in the mainstream terms. Also, I like how this guy's just reading it in like a dramatic reading voice, but not actually challenging any of the positions he's got an issue with. He's just fear-mongering over that's his response to this. It's pretty funny.
This dude, it's his job to get rid of human garbage, according to him, for the Pokemon Company, right? The Pokemon Company is hiring somebody and paying them over $250,000 to inject more politics into their game.
The politics of minorities existing. Just so we're clear.
I mean, are you kidding me?
No. Pay them more.
Are you kidding me with this? And, by the way, Niantic...
He didn't even finish reading that article? I guess it was too painful for him to keep going. He was taking too much psychic damage. He's only got, like, half a brain cell left, and it's drunk.
Which is another Pokemon subsidiary. So there's no spot where these tentacles don't reach, right? There's no spot in general.
You can't escape the woke.
Where these people aren't infecting it, and now we're rooting them out, and I think it's incredibly powerful.
Wait, what's their issue? Oh, that they have less of a waist? Tentacles? Yeah, that... I mean, I do like my tentacles. Why was this a necessary change? Why did you do this to her? I used to love Pokemon Go. I swear to God, I didn't even notice. And I play Pokemon Go more than this guy. I guarantee you I play more Pokemon Go than this guy. I have a 4,000 CP Mewtwo.
It's like the the meme in Starship Troopers. Like, it's afraid. It is afraid because there are millions.
Oh my god, this guy's quoting Starship Troopers of all things? Yeah, this just reminds me that this is just, it's just making me think that he has no idea what the fuck he's ever talking about. He's just speaking out of emotion. He mad. All they did was change her animation and a few assets. Yeah, it looks like the hair got changed a little bit. I don't know which is the before or after. I'm guessing this is after. And the only real difference I can see is the hips aren't off to the side, so it doesn't have as accentuated of a waist. So her cleavage is a little lower in the newer one. I guess the poster is a hip guy. I mean, okay, before we really start deep diving into what's all different, I will say I have seen what naked women look like in real life, and they don't tend to just constantly stick up. They go down a little bit. There's some gravity there that really helps the jiggle, in my opinion.
Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars poured into this industry every year, the wokeness industry, by the way. And
okay, the wokeness industry.
They're afraid of that money going away. You can see Mark Kern. Grums here is always a good follow if you're not following. GRUMMZ, former lead developer on WoW. Good dude. I've had him on the show a few times. Tell him I said hi. You see this. I don't get why this is a necessary change. Why did you do this to her? I used to love Pokemon Go. Grums, why is it always the jawline? Why do they make her shaped like a man?
Weren't there multiple faces you could pick from? Also, the head is tilted differently, you moron. Like, if you turn this head down a little bit, you'd still see the same jawline. It's just you don't have that outline right there to really separate the head from the neck.
Because that's on purpose, right? You're no longer allowed to make pretty fictional characters because it makes the game devs jealous that they don't look as good. I mean...
Okay, so to counter that, Bayonetta. Sure, there was a bit of... some people were upset about Bayonetta having less clothing and she does more of her attacks, and it was, albeit fairly sexual. These days, whenever you hear about Bayonetta, what do you hear about? You don't hear about, oh, it's a shit game. People say, no, it's a fucking awesome game, and the sexiness is just a part of it. Oh, hey, a slur. I'm not surprised to see that on here.
You know, they dumpified her. I mean, this stuff inside the Pokemon industry, inside of video games, inside of, for example, Sweet Baby Inc., you see...
Dang, what if all this hysteria and the only reason the proportions are different is because different angle? Yeah, literally, it's a different pose and different camera angle, and they're mad about it because they don't know what women look like.
Is Pokemon going woke? Pokemon Go changes female trainer to remove hips, man up jaw, remove lipstick, hiring DEI, Niantic's push for diversity, BLM, ex-Pokemon lawyer purging gamers for years. Keep seeing this stuff. Keep talking about it. Keep sharing videos that are talking about it. And if you enjoyed my coverage of it and you enjoy...
Oh my god, yeah. Keep fucking coping. Keep seething. Progressivism is winning. Progressivism is winning. So... remember when I said that he pisses in his basement and shits himself in Walmart? Now I'm going to substantiate that. So here's a 5-minute clip. This is the first
Never
part.
know.
He is really drunk
know.
here, by the way.
Maybe I'm gonna pee in my trash can down here. I don't know. My wife went out for pizza without me, and I'm angry about it.
Because she didn't want the quarter
I'm gonna
pounder.
win this round, and I'm gonna pee. If I don't win this round, I'm gonna pee in my own basement.
He's so serious and so mad.
What do we think about that? I don't have a bathroom down here. Oh, we made it.
He doesn't have a bathroom down there, just a drain.
I was ready to pee my pants. I'm ready. I don't have a toilet down here. All I have is a drain in the floor.
Oh, anybody that plays World of Warcraft or has an attachment to it, you might be upset to know that this is one of the original server, like, I can't remember exactly, one of the original World of Warcraft servers, and it's in his hands. Pretty disappointing. Could say you eat your hat like a normal person. True.
I gotta pee so bad. 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 I'll never survive this round.
He literally starts a game having to pee while drunk. God, I can just imagine his chat spamming him with hydrate.
I gotta pee so bad. I want to lose so I can pee, but I don't want to lose. I have to pee so bad. I have to pee so bad.
It is a lot of this of him squirming, so I am going to speed it up some.
Don't you dare talk about water.
Here we go.
Come on! I have to pee so bad. You guys don't even know. The pee. I don't even know what to say. Don't talk about water. Don't talk about water.
I'll keep talking about water. This is content.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I made the final round. Somebody owes me 10 subs. Somebody owes me 10 subs. I made the final round.
Nice heavy rain.
I have to be so bad, though.
About to get all R. Kelly up in here. Jesus Christ.
How angry my bladder is. You guys don't know. It's going to explode. My bladder's going to blow.
Oh, you can just see his chat
been eliminated
goading him like that.
Get up! Get up! No!
And here we have it. Can you guys hear? I can't even hear it. Yeah, this guy's moral arbiter of why woke is bad.
I've literally never lost that round.
Sure.
I've never lost that round.
I believe everything you say.
I've never lost that round.
I believe it.
But I'm ready. I'm ready now. Oh my god.
And then he's getting back into it. I don't know how much of that is more funny stuff from him, but hey, let's there was another thing I said that he did, and well, we got a minute clip, so content warning: if you don't like hearing about poo, don't watch for the next minute. So without further ado, let's just listen to what he said.
I've resided myself to shitting my pants in a Walmart at this point. I'm thinking, okay, so my wife's gonna have to find me like some sweatpants or something. I'm going to shit my pants. It's happening. And at that moment, a little came out, started running down my leg.
Why?
And
Admit
I'd
to
like,
this.
oh my god, you know what? I'd rather than like kneel and accept my fate, I'm fucking going for it. So I hit the back. I hit the back wall. I hit the back wall. Yeah. I hit the back wall where all the TVs are. I'm on the home stretch. With each step, a little more is coming out, and it's down. It's running down my leg now. It's where it's like at my sock.
Good
I'm
Lord.
covered in shit. And I'm running like clenched butt, and I get into the bathroom.
Were you leaving a trail? Were you leaving a
Yeah, there was a
trail?
little bit. There was a little bit on the ground when I was walking back. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Just remember, he's like,
I've resided my.
shut up. We just heard you. Oh my god. Remember, he's the one that's he's the one that you should listen to when it comes to like all things moral. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it doesn't really matter if companies are getting advisors that are trying to add more diversity, equity, inclusion. It's not a bad thing to want to appeal to as broad an audience as possible. But hey, to some kind of people, or to certain types of people, oh my god, is that an issue for them? Thanks for watching. Like it if you like it, dislike if you didn't. Let me know in the comments why you think I'm wrong. Check out the community on Discord. And remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, you can always be the hoe. Just want to take a quick second and thank all the people who have joined my channel as one of my beeps. So, thank you Joestar, JM, Kudere Fanboy, Sashime, and Fusspuzz.